Welcome to another CEX hunt. Today is a bit of a blind one. Very normally, the way that I do it is I got a list on my phone of stuff that I'm after. I check various different stock levels at various different CEXs, and I go to a CEX if I know it's got something I want. But my partner is doing the weekly shop today, and she wants me to go with her, and the condition there is that, well, we've got to get CEX as well. So off we go. But I also need to go and look at something. Recently, I've had a lot of people reach out offering to sell me stuff, like rarer stuff or more specific stuff than CEX gets. Or even in some cases, and this is mental to me, donate me things, which is crazy. Some of you guys are awesome. And for that, I think I need to get a PO box. I know that's something that's pretty common, so it can't be that hard to achieve. So I'm going to look into that while I'm out and about. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, let's go. Also, check this out. YouTube Shorts are going to go up to 3 minutes. That is going to change my life, because a lot of you guys know that realistically my primary income is through TikTok. TikTok, to get paid, you have to upload videos that are over a minute. YouTube, on Shorts, you can't upload if the video is over a minute, which means I can't reuse that content without editing it down a little bit, and it's very time consuming to edit down every single video and post them. I have another YouTube account where I'm going to post my Shorts to, and that is going to make life a hell of a lot easier. My long-term goal is I want 2 silver play buttons. I want one for this account for the long-form content and one for the other account with the shorts on. That's how I've decided I'm going to do this. I'm going to post the shorts on a dedicated account so that it doesn't interfere with the people that only want the long-form stuff on here. And then that's 2 different sub-bases that I can grow, and maybe they cross-pollute at some point as well. I don't know. The link is in the bio somewhere into that one. But yeah, if I could get 100,000 subscribers here, so if you guys haven't already, a lot of you haven't, if you guys could hit sub, that'd be cool. I've got spots picked out for my silver play buttons. I know that we're only 1/5 of the way there, but at the current rate, I've got about a year and a half until I'm there. So yeah, put one there, maybe one next to each other. I don't know, we'll see. But before we go, we've got to say hello to Ruby. She's not been in a video for a couple of days. You've got to stop jumping off there. You've got a ramp. Use your ramp. I've got a treat for you, and it's not a sock. What's this? No. You got to earn this. You got to sit. That's down. You're getting very performative, Ruby. I would like a paw. I would like the other paw. I want the other paw. No, I'm going to take the treat out of my hand if you can do that. It's gone. It's gone. You're just going to lick my hand instead. Paw. Paw. Good girl. Here you go. And off she goes. You can buy this dog all the toys and all the treats in the world, and she'll still care more about some random smelly sock. Half these socks are fresh out of the washer and you're still obsessed with them. Big stretch. Big stretch. What are you doing? What are you doing, Rubes? You need a wee? So there's this place up here that does PO boxes, and I presume they're probably cheaper than Royal Mail. Although it does not look like they are open. Yeah, Saturday shuts at 1 and it's like 2. So that's not ideal. But it does specifically say that they do PO boxes. And it's got to be cheaper than...
So they have them there that looks like they just do letters, but hopefully he's got a bigger one for parcels, or they just accept parcels. That's what you want, it's just not letters that you want, is it? No,
God knows how big the stuff could be. I have no idea. It depends what I've bought, I suppose. I guess I'll come back on a day where the next time I come to a CEX here.
£17 a month.
That's not a PO box, that's a...
No, mailbox rental.
Is that not the same thing as...
It's basically the same thing, yeah.
I have no idea. Into CEX we go. I swear, through my videos we're basically detailing the development of whatever's going on in this building. Alright, come on then. So many Final Fantasy games and I still don't really understand how they work, because there's millions of them, and some of them seem to have sequels and prequels and DLC that's standalone. I have no idea. Also, shout out to whoever pointed out that the Dark Souls trilogy that in CEX is 45 quid, brand new, is only 30 quid on Amazon. The people that keep an eye on Amazon for some of these PS4 games that I look at, you guys are the real kings. Like, absolutely. Still looking at PS3 stuff, because you never know what you're going to find with PS3 stuff. There's a few PS3 games in particular that are pretty cheap that I'm after that just never seem to be in here. Although, check this out. I'm holding like bags and cameras. So I had my partner remove these Batmans because I spotted this at the back, but it's in awful condition compared to mine. but it is different compared to mine. Mine has Joker on the back, that one had Catwoman, which I don't know how many different versions of them there are, but it'd be interesting. Also, the PS2 section in this CEX is getting a bit sparse. Whenever CEXs have things front-facing like this, that's a red flag. It means that they don't have much. And it's weird, because they usually have loads, so I don't know what's going on. Like, my CEX is usually pretty good for PS2 stuff. I don't know where it's all gone. But there's Final Fantasy X2, so there's, see what I mean? There's 10-2. And I was looking at Xbox 360 stuff, because there's a few bits and pieces here that, like this, for example, that I spotted that were pretty cool. And then look at this, 130 quid for a PS3 game. That's the second most expensive PS3 game I've ever seen, behind Godzilla, which we already have. That was actually a pretty successful haul. Got some stuff that I wouldn't normally get, which I spotted. Steelbooks, I'll show you when we get in, but first we've got to do the weekly shop, which, yay, great fun. You know, the good news about what I picked up today was less expensive than half the things that I normally buy. Yeah. Like, the amount of physical discs I've just been put in, and I'm kind of surprised about it.
What's the cost per disc?
Cost per disc is really low, considering it was like, everything I got today was 30 quid total. I worked retail for 5 years. I despise with every passion, every soul of my being, and I don't even have a soul, so that says something, being in these places, because nobody can walk in a straight line. Nobody has spatial awareness. Everybody turns without looking over the shoulder. Everybody walks out in front of people. No one knows when somebody else needs to get to something. Nobody cares. Like, oh dear. Especially in Aldi, where they put all of the important things in one aisle to make it even busier. Are we having steak?
We are having steak. It's been a while.
So it has been a while since we've had steak. We need to go to Fazenda. I should film when we go to Fazenda.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm gagging for it, honestly.
Interesting. You know, it looks like they still don't have the pizzas.
They have them once and never again. I don't understand it.
I don't get how Aldi works. You know, considering how busy this car park is, where is everybody? Because town wasn't that rammed. Aldi's not that rammed. Where's everybody gone?
They're all in the queue at B&M.
They're all in CEX. That was pretty rammed. I'm home, and it's been a few hours since my last protein hit, so a quick protein shake. So, easy hack when it comes to protein, guys, is it says 20 grams of protein, 90 calories, but you determine that based upon how much powder you put in. A lot of people don't realise that, so like, I'll do 250 mils of almond milk and then 60 grams of protein powder for a 50 gram protein shake. Just in the next 30 seconds, 50 grams of protein like that. Dead easy. If you guys use my protein at all, by the way, definitely use code Kale. Send me a screenshot on Instagram of any of the orders you ever make, because they give me a £200 voucher every month to send out to one of you guys that does. Right then, I'm home. Let's go everything we've got. This is one of the heaviest CEX bags I've ever had because of what's in here. The amount of physical discs is crazy, because I bought some different stuff. Let's go through it, shall we? Okay, so first of all, I bought some DVDs. It has been a long time since I've bought DVDs, but I actually do have a bit of a gap on on my shelves for them, so they'll fit. We got the Steelbook Blu-ray edition of Band of Brothers. I have heard such amazing things about this and the Pacific, but I've never seen either of them. And today in CEX was both this and the Pacific. So I got, look at this. This is in such pristine condition. Like, I'm willing to bet that wherever these came from was the same bloke, and he really looked after his stuff, because this looks brand new. And there are so many discs, which is kind of strange. Like, I don't know how long this is in terms of runtime or episodes or whatever, but typically with Blu-rays, like if you buy a TV series on Blu-ray, they fit more onto each disc due to the fact that a Blu-ray can hold more. That's why games use Blu-rays. But like, there were still loads of discs for this, so I don't know how long it is, but we got the Steelbook version on Blu-ray for both Band of Brothers and the Pacific, which was pretty cool. Like, I'll watch that at some point. And then onto the games. So we got Final Fantasy 15. I'm looking into the Final Fantasy games, so from what I gather, I can play any of the numbered entries standalone, and then some of the numbered entries have sequels and remakes to look at as well. I don't really understand Final Fantasy VII Remake system, because in that CEX alone, there was 3 different versions of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So it's like, there was Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4, there was Final Fantasy VII Remake Interlude on the PS5, and then Final Fantasy Remake Rebirth. I think that Rebirth is like the sequel, so like Final Fantasy VII 2, I guess. And Interlude says it's something to do with DLC, but does it also contain this? Like, If I buy Final Fantasy VII Remake Interlude, does that... Not this, ignore this. This isn't Final Fantasy VII. Does that have the Final Fantasy VII Remake full game on it as well? Or do I also have to have the PS4 version? Like, I don't know. But yeah, we got that. But then, this was pretty cool too. I don't collect Xbox stuff, but I do have some Xbox stuff now. And obviously Gears of War is a Xbox exclusive. And I do really love Gears of War. And I saw this, and for a tenner, I was like, you know what? Go for it. So in here is a Steelbook version of Gears of War 2, which I have recently been taking a look at and buying. It's got everything in it, which is lovely condition. And even a Steelbook little extras disc. And I guess I'll keep an eye out for the same thing for Gears of War 3 and 1, because I would be willing to bet that if 2 got this, that they did as well. So yeah, a bit of a different kind of haul today, only a couple of games, but I didn't actually have anything planned when I walked in today. I didn't, like I said, normally my method is I've got a list of things on my phone and I go in and I know exactly what I'm getting usually before I even walk in. So even though we call it CEX hunting, we're not really hunting as much as we are, I don't know, stalking, which is kind of hunting in real life too, with the way that modern hunters have such crazy equipment. It's not even fair, but you know what I mean. So, interestingly successful day, I would suppose, because I'm after Steelbooks recently, and I've gotten a few more, even though a few of them were DVDs. And we were talking about it. We were talking about replacing some of the DVDs with Blu-rays and stuff, because Blu-rays are not that expensive now. I looked for the first time in ages. Like, a lot of the Blu-rays are only a few quid, whereas back when I was collecting DVDs, Blu-rays were like a tenner at least, whereas these DVDs that I've got on my shelf were like mostly 50p. So for the most part, it wasn't tangible, especially back then. I was collecting 50p DVDs when I was getting paid £280 a month working at Tesco for 5 years, so that wouldn't have been a good use of money, especially back then when I didn't also make money from the videos or anything like that doing it. But yeah, and what else did we try to do today? We tried to do the PO box, which obviously didn't go to plan because they were shut at 1, which I guess it's my fault for it being a weekend. So I suppose I'll visit on Monday maybe and go and speak to them. I don't know how it works. I know that at Royal Mail it's like 40 quid a month. And I would imagine that a little postal shop like that, it'll probably be cheaper. And that postal shop would be easy for me because I can park really close to it. And every time I go to the CEX in that town, I walk past that shop. So may as well have stuff go there. It's just whether or not it's warranted in terms of how frequently I'm going to have stuff delivered. But like maybe 4 times in the last month, somebody's offered to sell me something and I would have wanted it, but I don't. I need somewhere for it to go, you know? So there's that. The good news is, as well, something that I bought on eBay has finally shipped. Something quite cool. I'm looking forward to it coming because it looks like it's in really good condition. I don't know how I'm going to display it because it's something I've never collected before, and that's supposed to be here Monday. Really hoping that on Tuesday, one of my 2 Silent Hill 2 pre-orders comes. I've pre-ordered it twice. I'm going to take back whichever one comes second, maybe. I'm going to work it out. It's been a problem. I've also pre-ordered Dragon Ball. I'm aware there are people that have paid over 100 quid to play these games early or something like that, and I'm not one of those people, so I won't be doing that, sorry. But yeah, looking forward to the games that are coming out. It's just until then I'm really, really rather bored. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed these videos, if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe. Help me get to that 100k. Like I said earlier on, I want those silver plaque buttons, or whatever they're called these days. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and all the other videos. See you later.